I don't know what's going on in this world, but we have to stop falling for this. We have to stop listening to people's sob stories. I don't know what be going on in people's mind, but let me explain to you what I'm talking about, right? You may have been going to like your favorite neighborhood store, maybe your favorite grocery store, right? Majority of the time, let me know, have you experienced this before? You'll see somebody out there, right? And they will approach you. They'll say, "Hey, how you doing?" They may compliment you. "That's a nice car." But then, after they compliment you, they'll say, "Do you have any spare change? I don't got nothing to eat. I've been struggling for a long time, and I just need some help. Can you help me out?" And then, sometimes you'll do it, depending on how you feel. And some people would do it all the time, right? Because they'll think about it like, well, I'm just doing a good deed for somebody, so it'll eventually come back around, right? I don't care what they do with the money, right? I don't care. Long as I do my part, that's all that matters. So, this is what I want to say. It's not about what you do, it's how you do it, right? They give you the same sob story that they tell everybody, right? And this is how I know they give you the same sob story and excuses. And I wonder, how would you feel if you knew it was the same sob story? This is what I want to know in the comments. Would you still want to donate to them? Or would you be like, nah, they giving me the same sob story, so I'm not about to donate to them, right? So this is what I want to express. This is what I want to explain. So, if they give you the same sob story and you find out it's a sob story, because you start to realize that they starting to tell the same people the same stories. So as they're telling the same people the same stories, you start to see the same person in these same particular areas over and over. Now, some of y'all may experience this, but I used to experience this a lot. So help me with this. Help me with this situation. Help me with this situation. So you finally be generous to this person, and then a couple of days later, they come back, ask, "Do you have any spare change?" And then you gave them $10 the other day. They come back to you 3 days later with the same story. So you start to feel like you've been played, you've been bamboozled, you've been used. Now, if you still feel the same way and you will still donate no matter what, then that's on you. But I wonder, would you still do it again? This is for my people who wouldn't do it again and would have second thoughts about doing the same thing, right? Because you start to realize that everybody seems to be playing on you. Do people really need the help that they say? do people really want to be helped? Now, you can't say that's the situation for everybody. Now, if they genuinely want to be helped, then there's a difference. Because I think about that same scene on this movie I used to watch, which is the funniest movie ever. Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. When a homeless guy be on there, and then they be walking past the homeless guy, and then they tell their friends, like, you better get your GED, or you going to end up like that brother back there. They not even reading this sign. He like, I'm not even homeless, I'm just lazy. So they donate to the guy. He's supposed to be homeless. He got the homeless jacket on and everything, right? Then he looks around, take his jacket off. He got a suit on. He got dreadlocks. Then he hop in the Benz and pull right off. If y'all seen this movie, y'all remember that scene. Everything about that movie was so true. It hit to this day. They did a good job on that movie. The Wayans, that's the best movie I think they ever did. You can still laugh to this day about that movie. So much stuff just be on point. So if y'all ever seen that movie, that's my favorite, funniest movie ever. But I think about those situations, like some people really just have sob stories. And they just waiting on people to take advantage of. Give them their money. But at the end of the day, it's like everybody out here, it seems like they got to hustle. But sometimes I understand that you got to hustle. It's not right. But come with some more material. Come with some creativity. People just got lazy. Like, that's a job in itself. You got people out here who play songs and get money for it. There's nothing wrong with your hustle. But at least make people feel good about it. God dang, man. God don't want to do that. Don't want to work, do that, nothing. Then you got some people you see at the gas station. They'll say they want to pump your gas. They'll say they don't want no money for free. Then you got some people who just want you to give them money for free. Or then wouldn't even help you. Because half the time I don't have it. I don't be having money to give out. I don't carry cash. And then somebody asking me for cash got mad at me. Back in the past. They told me I'm supposed to always have cash. Well, if the ATM machine don't work, a person that's asking for my cash, that swear he don't have cash, is telling me I'm supposed to always keep cash. Now, how do you think I felt about that situation? It's crazy. So we got to stop falling for these stories, just in general. People would just tell you a sob story, even if you're dealing with a family member or friend, just so you can give it to them. But then once you give it to them, they don't have no intentions of doing what they're supposed to do with your money. And then they talking about you behind your back, calling you a fool for giving out your money. So then, when you don't want to give out your money because you don't want to trust no more, you don't know what people's intentions are, they talk bad about you anyway. So it's like, dang if you do, dang if you don't. And it's just crazy. You gotta watch everything. This is a scary world. You gotta watch what you're doing. And it's just money. That's the thing. People just make up sob stories because they feel like people just won't give them their money for nothing. And that's not true. You got some people who just got the gift of gab. You got people who really got people who want to see them win. I see YouTubers on here all the time talking about, I didn't even have my donations on. But once I turned my donations on, I was getting $1 million in donations. Because people just want to see you shine. People love to see that you putting in the work. But when you lying about it and things like that, coming up with a sob story, that's when people have a problem. But people feel like they gotta have a sob story for people to just give in to them. People love conflict. It has to be some type of conflict. You can't just say, I'm struggling. Can you give me $50? Because people gonna look at you like you're a moocher. They're gonna look at you like you don't know how to beg right. There's professional beggars out here. When you get got by a professional beggar, you don't even know you got. Now those type of people, those are creative people. People like that, you gotta stay away from them. Because they'll take all your money. But don't feel bad about that. They're professionals. You just can't put yourself in that predicament. So just in general, stop letting people take your kindness for weakness. You try to help somebody, they just get down on you. And it's just crazy that you got people out here that's just praying on things to happen like that, waiting to take advantage of somebody. And that's where you have to learn that you got to start keeping your eyes more open, being more aware of what's going on. You can't be naive to everything. And that's the sad world. They want us to believe and be naive to everything. They want us to be brainwashed. So that's why everything is becoming hard to interpret, because we haven't woken up. But we got to stop falling for the same things, because that's going to make your life harder, because you keep falling for the same okie dokes. We got to stop doing that. And that's my take on this situation. Let me know if this has ever happened to you, and let me know how you dealt with it. That's what I wanted to explain. So let me know in the comments, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.